Embarking on a journey through the cosmos. Galaxies shine with every step we take. Voyagers of time and space, we wander. Uncharted paths our destinies will make. Drifting through timelines. Drifting through timelines. Stars unfold their stories in the twilight. Travelers intertwine in cosmic streams. With every pulse, new horizons waiting. Futures born from yesterday's lost dreams. Drifting through timelines. Drifting through timelines. Navigate the solid mysteries. Wormholes flicker, calling us to fly. Every leap a note in endless symphonies. Together we glide through universal seas of stars. Drifting through timelines. Drifting through timelines.
Hello everyone and welcome to my weekend live stream. I'm the Sci-Fi Historian and welcome. Hopefully you guys enjoy this show. And today we're going to be doing the live stream. But before we officially start, any of you want to help support the channel with a penny of $2, consider donating into my Patreon page right there. Link right there in the YouTube chat. Memberships are as low as $3 a month. As well as if you want to help out my merch store of items and logos, consider checking out that page too. I have different logos of different themes and different avatar ideas on that. Please check that out. And hello, Kevin's Theme Park Avengers. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy this show, Kevin. All right, and with that out of the way, I'm going to show the first article I have queued up for us here. Let's see here. If any of you are Transformers fans, we're going to be covering a Transformers list. This one is Strongest Primes in Transformers. And yes, I am a Transformers fan, but to clarify to your Transformers fans up there, I am mainly an Align continuity fan. Basically, the Transformers Prime TV show and all sequential materials that I read up on during that era. The Prime show started out, I think, between 2000. If you want to be very technical, the earliest I think was 2009 to 2013. It's a good show. It takes a more darker turn for the Transformers lore and characters, and I like that. With that out of the way, let's check out this list of the strongest primes in Transformers. Okay, and first off, we have Rodimus Prime. I'm not familiar with this character. I know a lot of you may be fans of the 80s version of Transformers, so you guys are probably more familiar with him than I am. But from what I am able to watch and learn from Transformers lore videos from people that focus on Transformers universe and lore, he is still a relatively new Prime and rookie in the Prime position. So he may not be exactly be the best since he's still very much inexperienced. Alrighty. And then up next on the list, we have Sentinel Prime. This one I am somewhat familiar with, but the source will be surprising to you. I know him mainly from the Michael Bay movies, where he turned traitor. But from what I'm listening to the again lore masters of the Transformers lore, Rodimus Prime or Sentinel Prime, excuse me, he was depending on which universe you go by, like the Transformers animated universe, he was a rival to Optimus Prime in that show. He was basically a thorn in that Optimus Prime's universe. He was very arrogant. And from what the aligned books tell us, he was more of a ceremonial Prime, not very much in combat. In Ceremonial Prime, Sentinel Prime was more of a political figure and politician type of Prime before the Cybertronian Civil War broke out between the Decepticons and the Autobots. Alright, then up next, let's see here. We have Omega Prime. This one I have heard of, but my knowledge of him is very limited. And this character's debut was in the Transformers Robots in Disguise. I take it it's the 2000s version and not the 2010 version of Robots in Disguise, which is dog shit, to my opinion, or very boring. So my knowledge of him is very limited. So, well, if you will go by sheer size and possibly power, yes, that could work. But power is one thing. Question is, do you have the skill in the leadership to back it up, though? All right. Then up next, let's see here. We have everyone's favorite turncoat, Arduous Issachar art one, Megatronus, one of the 13 original primes that betrayed the other 13 primes, thus giving us the 12 original primes, with him being essentially a turncoat and Unicron's disciple, just to a certain extent. And he appeared in Transformers War Within the Dark Age comics. On him, I am somewhat familiar with him, with again it being through the Michael Bay movies and the lore books of the line continuity. He had a love affair, if you want to call it, with Solus Prime, the only female Transformer in the Transformers race. Sort of like a forbidden romance. And then another one of the Council of Prime members tricked Megatronus Prime to kill Sentinel Prime in a moment of passion. Not Sentinel Prime, Solus Prime. God damn it, I keep mixing up those damn names. Then up next, we have, let's see here. Alpha Trion, an advisor to the Autobots. I am somewhat familiar with him, mainly through my Prime, Transformers Prime TV show and lore around that. Yeah, he was on the council and he knew the Orion Pax before he became Optimus Prime in the TV show. He was Optimus Prime reincarnated. So he was the mentor of Orion Pax, that later became Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots and the sole adversary of Megatron. Alrighty, then up next on this list, let's see here. We have, number one is Optimus Prime. No names are introduced. This one should be number one, actually, yes. He's the original leader of the, well, besides Alpha Trion, if you want to be technical, he was the core philosopher and the organizer of the Autobots before Optimus Prime took over, becoming the unofficial leader before the Civil War began, but then took up the mantle when the Civil War broke out. And the Prime Universe version of him was pretty good. He was a stern yet compassionate father figure to everyone in the cast of that show. So he was a good character, and he was a very good foil for Megatron in that show too, as well. All right, then up next, let's see. We have Primus. This should be in second place, to be honest. But then they probably have it number one because he's the god of the Transformers race, both of Autobot and Decepticons, and a few others. If you want to go nerdy on me here. Yeah, from what I'm able to read up and see videos of, he's like the god of Primus, basically, yeah, god essentially. And with the Unicron, his twin brother being basically the devil to Cybertronians in that race. He became one with the Cybertronian computer core and basically was the progenitor to all life to Cybertronians, if you will go by that lore. A very mythic origin to some religions on Earth. All right, and that's about it on this list. And I'm gonna pull up another list. Hopefully, you're able to bear with me with as I try to look for another listing for us to check out. Let's see here. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Yeah, I do have one here that could be interesting to us. Another Transformers related topic. Let's see here. That's good to hear, Kevin. You're still on and kicking? Good to hear that, Kevin. Okay, let's go ahead. Share screen. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wrong one. There we are. Alrighty, here's the next one I'd like to share with you, another tier list. The best Optimus Prime fights in Transformers Prime, or Transformers in general. And this is not going to be controversial to no Transformers fans. Of course it is. It's going to be biased as hell too, probably. Okay, what's at the bottom tier of the list? Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime versus Dreadwing. A demonstration of Optimus Prime's craftiness. Yes, but I would say this fight is more of a philosophical fight than a physical fight. Because Optimus Prime understands the honor in a fight to a certain extent. And Dreadwing, being a Decepticon, he's more of the honor-based Decepticons. Basically, he's willing to face you face to face and not do too many underhanded tricks, but then, oh boy, here comes the hypocritical part. Dreadwing does use traps and wit to outwit his opponents. He does have his own, how can I put this gently? His own personal charges to place on his opponents to win, even if it is some underhand tactics. But he tries to remain honorable if the fight is in his control or able to direct it the way he wants to without using dirty tricks. If not, he uses dirty tricks. Now, next, let's see here. I haven't seen or heard of this, at least I haven't seen the Transformers Prime or Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime versus Scourge. I have not seen this, so this may be, if anything, Transformers fans. No. I have no context or opinion of this, because if I do, I'm going to be talking out of my ass mainly. So I'll just go to the next one. Let's see here. For this one, it's roughly the same, but at least for this version, where Transformers Energon. I think I've seen a few episodes, but I found it very boring. All right, then up next on this list, I would say this one is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, with Optimus Prime versus Megatron, Starscream, and Grindor. Yes, the famous 3-on-1 fight, and where this brings back painful memories to the Transformers fans of the 1987 movie, I think it was, of the Transformers animated show. Yes. And this is indeed a lackluster movie, to say it at best. I'll just say it's a bad movie. Very boring, too. So this fight, it could be lower on the list. Probably not even in the top 10, probably. If anything, probably in the top 25, probably, if you're lucky. Then up next, let's see here. Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters, Predacons Rising, Optimus Prime versus Unicron. This one I've seen a few times and familiar with. So in this one, Optimus Prime versus Unicron against a resurrected Megatron, but his body is possessed by Unicron. So basically, it's a 2v1 with Megatron being a prisoner to Unicron, and Megatron and with Optimus Prime trying to free Megatron and fight Unicron at the same time, because Optimus Prime knows that him and Megatron have a common enemy, Unicron, because Megatron may be devious and evil to a certain extent, but he's nothing in comparison to Unicron. Which, if you go by videos and lore, Unicron is basically the evil incarnate, or the devil, and the Transformers race and religion they have. Yes, and number 4. Yeah, I could see this in the top 5. Yes. Then up next, let's see here. Transformers Armada, Optimus Prime versus Galvatron. I have no comment on this since I have no connection to this. So, but from what I hear, Transformers Armada is an okay show, but I have no interest in it. All right, then up next, let's see here. Up next, we have Transformers 1, Optimus Prime versus Megatron, the birth of a rivalry. I haven't seen this movie, but from what I hear, if you want to be a pessimist on it and say it's okay, if you want to say if you want to be somewhat positive on it, it's a good movie. But the Michael Bay movies has left such a bad taste in the Transformers franchise that people sort of not seen it to a certain extent. It was a box office flop in theaters. So I could see this in the top 5, but not in the top 2, though. Now, next, let's see here. The legendary rivalry that the Transformers franchise is known for, with Optimus Prime versus Megatron. The movie Transformers, one shall stand, one shall fall. This is where both get killed. as an effort to let's see here, introduce new toys to the franchise because they made new toys for new characters. And this one is a lot of Transformers fans' childhood memories, and they probably have this close to their heart because it hits them straight in the heart for that. So I can't see it as number one. But it's also a very tearful number one, probably for most Transformers fans. All right, then let's go ahead and close this out. I'm going to try to find another article for us to check out. Please stand by. Alrighty, let's see what do we want to find here. Alright. This one is let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna show my ignorance and my bias in this ranking list. Let's go to another Transformers listing I'm able to pull up for us to check out. Let's see here. There we are. We did primes. Now let's do Transformers 8 strongest Megatron versions ranking by this author of this article. Let's see what they have. At the bottom of the list, they have Transformer Generation 1 Megatron. Oh boy. This is going to be a controversial slot because there are a lot of going to be Transformers fans of the 80s actually seen the show and can consider this Megatron their favorite because it's so close to their hearts. So they're rating on heartfelt memories and nostalgia. This one I could see in the top 5. Bottom 10, not really. I'm not directly connected to this one, but I am a little familiar with it with lore videos on Transformers fans actually go through the history of Megatron throughout the evolution he did from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. All right, then up next, let's see here. We have the Bayverse Megatron, a disgraceful tyrant. He is a tyrant, but he's also more brutal. Well, he's more of a brawler type than a leader for the Decepticons. And yeah, more brawn than brain for this one. So yeah, I could see it at the bottom 10 list. Then up next, let's see here. Beast Wars Megatron, Adaptable Warrior. This one I am not familiar with at all because I haven't seen. Well, I have seen some type of Beast Wars Transformers. Not sure if I did it with one of my community members' watch parties. Is Resolute Germ. I think I did Transformers Beast Wars or something like that, where the Cybertronians are either prehistoric Earth or future Earth. They take the forms of animals on Earth, like the Autobots did animals, and the Decepticons did prehistoric creatures or predators, like Megatron was a T-Rex. But my knowledge of this is very limited. All right, then up next, let's see here. We have this one. I have no connection to at all, unless you want to count the War for Cybertronian games of this version of Megatron. So my knowledge of this is very limited. Yeah, I don't know if he belongs in the top 5. I would say probably, if you want to be very generous, maybe in the top 10, not in the top 5. And then up next, let's see here. Oh, the Unicron trilogy Megatron. A strong survivor, according to this one. I have no knowledge of this one to points. So my opinion of him is null and void. So I have nothing for this one. Next, then let's see here. Transformers 1 Megatron. Uh, Again, barely any connection for me, besides if you don't count the trailers or movie reviews that go over Megatron's and Optimus Prime's relationship in their movie reviews. So this is going to be no opinion at all, hardly. And up next, let's see here. Oh, I would say a good one here. This one should be in the top 5 easily. Transformers anime Megatron, a menacing powerhouse, and also a very clever and charisma filled politician type of Decepticon, which I would say is the either the prototype or the baseline for the one I actually love that's coming up next on this list. Spoiler alert. So this one, I would say, is a very good placement. Then up next, let's see here, my favorite, Transformers Prime Megatron, that triumphed over Optimus Prime a few times. Yes, I would agree with that. And this is the definition of Megatron that he should be in, is all glory and power. He was a very deadly warrior and also a very skillful politician and knew how to twist words around to make people follow him to a certain extent. So, very charismatic, very powerful, and very political savvy too. So I would agree, he's my favorite Megatron since I'm more familiar with him. Alrighty, I'm gonna just continue this listing, and I'll try to pull up another ranking system for us to check out. Let's see here. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Hmm. Let's see here. Alright, I do have another rankings video for us to check out. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. This one is every Transformers movie ranking by box office. Excuse me. Alright, then up next, first off on the list, we have Transformers 1 with a box office a little over $119 million. It was a flop, some would say a bomb, because it had a relatively large budget. Some would say the budget was about 70 to 100 million. So yeah, it was a flop at best or a bomb at worst. Alrighty. Then up next, let's see here, we have Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And I have not seen this movie because I lost interest in the Transformers Michael Bay's or offshoots of it a long time ago. Yeah, but this one made a little more than $440 million. Not sure what the budget was and the advertising budget for was this, but I think it was a semi-profitable movie, if barely. Then up next, let's see here. We have Bumblebee. Some would say probably one of the best Transformers movies out of the Michael Bay universe. That's not saying much. This Bumblebee movie made a little over $467 million, almost $468 million. And I haven't seen this movie, but from what I hear, it's a if you want to be a little pessimistic, say it's an okay movie. If you want to be very positive about it, some would say it's a good movie. Next, let's see here. We have Transformers Last Night. Haven't seen it. And this one had a gross of over $600 million. And this one is the last one Michael Bay directed, I think it was. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie because I lost interest after the third one. Yeah. Then up next, let's see here. We have the Transformers movie that came out in, I think it was 2007. Yes, it was. This one, some would say, revitalized the franchise to a certain extent and made it mainstream. This one made nearly $710 million. A lot of money. And I would say this movie was okay-ish. Yeah, okay. It would be a good term for it. Not bad or terrible, but okay. Maybe bordering on the good side a little bit, but mainly okay movie, yes. And up next, let's see here. Oh, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Some would say one of the worst Transformers movies ever made. So let's see here. Yes. I only seen this movie about a few times, but each time it's just boring as hell. Yeah, boring. And some would say argue one of the most racist characters in Transformers right here. These two. Based on certain racial stereotypes. Alright. Then up next on this list, let's see here. We have Transformers Age of Extinction. I believe this is the fourth movie, ain't it? Yeah, the fourth movie. Hold on. There's Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, and Transformers Dark Side of the Moon, Transformers Age of Extinction, isn't it? Then The Last Night. Yeah, so 5 Michael Bay movies. This one, I think, was the third one. I think it was the third or no. This was the fourth one, yeah. Either definitely the fourth one, yes. Made over $1.1 billion. That's a lot of money. And this movie is bottom tier okay. I give it a 4.5 out of 10. Yes. Then up next, let's see, number 1. Oh, Transformers Dark Side of the Moon. This one made over $1.1 billion. Yeah, again, a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, the Michael Bay movies have a bad reputation, but it is also earned to a certain extent. But there are fans that love these Michael Bay movies. I'm not one of them. I find them tolerable at best. And then, let's see here. I'm going to close that out for our ranking system. I'm going to try to find another listing for us. I may stick to the Transformers themes now for a while, for a little bit longer. Let's see here. There we are. Another one. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Yes, I do have another list here for us to check out. Let's see here. This author posted a article of Transformers, every major faction in the Transformers franchise. Huh. Let's see what's on the list here. The bottom tier is the original Transformers, the original robots in disguise. Yes, I think this was before the Decepticon Autobot divide. Yes, it was. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and continue on with the Dynasty of the Primes. Basically, 13 original Primes, I think it is, and their appointed descendants, all the way to the current Sentinel Prime. If you will go by the Transformers 1 timeline, if you will go by the Prime universe, all the way down to the current incarnation of Optimus Prime. So, yeah, I would say the Dynasty of Prime should be higher up on the list, though. They are powerful. Let's see here. Up next, let's see here. The aerial bots. One of the combining special Autobot team, basically the counterparts to the Decepticon flyers, which most Decepticons can fly by default. So my knowledge of them is very limited. I have gone through the Transformers wiki. There are a few of them. They are capable, but my knowledge of them is very limited. Let's go to continue on. Oh, yeah, and they're limited in numbers too. Up next, we have Stunticons. Are these from the Robots in Disguise, the new show? I lost interest in the new show a long time ago. I've seen the first few episodes. I find them very boring and trashy. So my opinion of them is very low. I barely have any knowledge of these guys. Next, let's see here. The Terracons, basically often depicted as ancient or elite Decepticons. I'm more familiar with their undead incarnation with Transformers Prime, a TV show where they were undead zombies, basically a zombie horde under the influence of Dark Energon. And more often than not, they're under the control of Megatron until the Transformers Prime Beast Wars movie as the season finale, where Unicron, basically the progenitor of Dark Energon and the Devil, is the creator of the undead, takes control of a graveyard of Transformers and trying to take into the Cybertronian core to destroy his ancient rival Primus. Next on this list, let's see here, we have the Constructicons. I know them from the Transformers animated show. So they were, well, builders, but they were also somewhat naive to a point. And they became the logistical team of the Decepticons in that show, basically, because they called Megatron's economic system basically nightmarish, to be generous. So yeah, they are I would say Transformers that are in the construction business, they try to remain apolitical, but there are both sides for each faction, though. So yeah, I can see them as a powerful force. They are the builders behind each faction. They basically are. They build all the toys and tools needed to keep each faction going. Next, the Quintessons. This one I'm more familiar with the lore by Transformers fans actually study the lore. These, they in theory, they were the creators of the Cybertronian race because to them the Cybertronians were originally a robot army to send against their enemies, basically drones. To them the Transformers were drones to them until the robots they had, aka the Cybertronians, became sentient, rebelled, and then either killed or exiled most of the Quintessons from the planet Cybertron. They are still out there, or they could be extinct, depending on which version of the Transformers you go off of. So they could be a little higher up on the list, maybe the top 10. They are ancient, but they are powerful too. Then up next, let's see here. Nest. I've seen this show, this or organization in the Michael Bay movies. They are just, if you want to be generous, they are somewhat competent, but they mostly are incompetent at their job. Because the Transformers they hunt down, they cause mass destruction to the civilian populace of the planet. So I'm not calling them the most powerful, most influential maybe, but not the most powerful. Next, let's see here. We have the Earth Defense Force, Earth-based forces against evil Transformers. I have no knowledge of this at all, so my opinion of them is null and void. So take that as you will. Next, let's see here. The Viet Cons, the foot soldiers of the Decepticons. I know them from the Transformers Prime TV show. They were basically the grunts or the target practice cannon fire soldiers for the Transformers Prime Autobot allies. So, in numbers wise, yeah, they are quite powerful. So, I could see them in the top 10. 13 maybe a little low. Now, next, let's see here. We have the Ultracons, a more strategic version of the Decepticons. My knowledge of them is null and void, so I have no idea where they should be on this list. So, my opinion of them, none whatsoever. Then up next, let's see here. We have the Reapers. Knowledge of them, hardly any or null and void at all, so I have no opinion on that. Then up next, let's see here. We have Cybertronians, the main species of the Transformers robots. Are they sort of cheating because they had this at the bottom of the list earlier on? Yeah. Well, are they in the top 10 or are they in the bottom 20 or so? Yeah, this author's cheating. All right, then next, let's see here. We have the Autobots. This should be in the top 5, actually. They may be small in number, but they are a fierce fighting force, despite being outnumbered. They will fight tooth and nail for every inch of ground. And they are the main rivals to the Decepticons, and they have one of the most influential leaders, Optimus Prime, as their leader. So they should be in the top 5 at least. Up next, the Decepticons. Again, top 5 in my opinion. Too low. Very powerful and influential, as well as the Autobots, with one of the most charismatic and capable fighters of their organization, Megatron. Depending which version you go by. I go by the Transformers Prime version of him. I love that Megatron. Up next, the Maximals. I have very little information on them, so my opinion is null and void. I don't know where they should be on this list. Up next, let's see here. Oh, the Predacons. Predatory animal transformers. On this, I'm familiar with them through the Transformers Prime show again in the movie they're in. They are very powerful. They could take on most modern day Cybertronians. And heck, Predaking, the original Predacon that was created in the show, can give Megatron and Optimus Prime a very hard time in a full fight. So yeah, top 5, probably yes, depending on which version you go by. For the Transformers Prime version, top 5 easily. Next, let's see here. Minicons. My knowledge of them is very limited to no knowledge at all. So I don't know where they are supposed to be on in this list. Up next, Dinobots. I'm familiar with these through the Transformers animated show. For them, they are well. I'm going off of them, so I may be ignorant to a certain extent or biased, but that show they were not too bright. They were basically tools to be used. So yeah. Top 4, no. I may be biased. I'll say the top 20, yes, in this ranking. Then the combiners, opinion of mine, null and void. Basically, I have very limited knowledge of them, if at all. So nothing on them. And up next, let's see here, the Junkicons. Well, if you want to go by, well, the name is mentioned in the Transformers animated show, but beyond that, null and void, my opinion is on these. Then up next, Rescue Bots. Haven't seen the show hardly at all. My opinion of them is null and void. So that's all I have to say about that. Alright, let's see what else I may want to find for us. So please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. What's this about? Let's see here. Yes, okay, happen. Let's see here. No, I'm not gonna do this one. Okay, let's see here, I did already. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think I do have another listing for us to check out. Let's see here. This one is the best Megatron designs in Transformers franchise. Let's see what they have here. Number 6. Transformers Animated. So, yeah, I will argue one of the best Megatrons. Design wise, this one, mm, not exactly the best, but I can see it as a few people's favorites, or a lot of people's favorites. It's the his intimidating voice presence that, and his ability to be a politician and a fighter. Yes, I can see him in the top 6 or top 10. Up next, oh, this design. Let's see here. Well, if you want to do a homage of the real world Transformers, the figures, pretty good, but for my own preference of designs, uh, probably out of the top 10, maybe, yeah, out of top 20 or top 15, yeah, this design. I'm biased as hell. So this one, it's not my preference. For this one, no, not my cup of tea. Then up next, let's see here. This one, mm, nope, not at all. And up next, let's see here. Generation 1. This one, yeah, it is one of the best designs. So, yeah, I can see it in the top 5. This could be easily, yeah, top 5. Then up next, let's see here. Transformers Prime, the one I'm actually very familiar with. The most sinister, impactful design of the character design yet. Yeah, I would say it. Very good design. So this one, they did a phenomenal job on them. Alrighty, then that concludes that listing of it. That list. Let's see what I'm able to find here. I could switch up topics. Let's do another topic. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, I think I have another article for us. I'm going to switch up sci-fi genres and franchises. This is going to be covering one of my favorite franchises, Star Wars. Okay, please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this one is, let's see here, Star Wars, every lightsaber color and explained. Okay, let's see here. First off is pink lightsabers remain the rarest lightsaber crystal in canon. Well, I would say there's no such thing as a pink lightsaber. Or there could be, but unless you're a woman, no. Let's see here. Yeah, very little information on this. Let's see here. Next, we have orange lightsabers. Haven't gone much use in modern canon. Well, if you will go by the Star Wars Old Republic game, there could be a few orange lightsabers there. So, I'm not even going to try to pronounce these canon user names because I'm going to butcher them to hell and back. I'm not even going to try it. According to this reader, if they're able to pull whatever they can out of their ass, orange lightsabers are another example of rare color of the lightsaber within wider canon. Until relatively recently, there's not many canon users alive. Until the live-action Ahsoka series, I haven't seen that, nor do I care to see it. And a few Dark Jedi use them. I don't think so, because I don't see it. And given the only two canon users, orange lightsabers are primarily used by fallen Jedi or more ambiguous individuals. No, I would say purple is the more of their color probably. Yeah, this author has no idea what they're talking about. So yellow lightsabers are primarily used by Jedi temple guards. They finally got something right there to a certain extent. Yes. Notable users, Rey Skywalker. No, they haven't seen the movie at all. Like that. Oh, they have, but she only does that towards the end of the movie. So I'll give them that on a technicality. Yeah, so Rey Skywalker, she's not a Skywalker. Asajj Ventress? No, maybe yes. And then the Temple Guards? Yes. Rey Skywalker? That makes him want to vomit because she's not a Skywalker. She should have took up her official name, Rey Palpatine, as her official name instead of stealing the name Rey Skywalker. I hate this sequel trilogy with such a passion. It's a garbage trilogy. Then up next, let's see here. We have the Dark Saber remains the only canon black saber in existence. Yeah. My opinion of it, no. Just no. Yeah. With Pro Vizsla and Darth Maul. Yeah, sure, pal. Up next, let's see here. We have green lightsabers, typically wielded by having strong connection to the Force. Finally, this author got something right. Luke Skywalker, Yoda, and Qui-Gon Jinn are the most notable users. Yeah, this place is usually given to a Jedi Consular, one strong in the Force, and their lightsaber combat is not their main focus; it's their Force abilities. They can do both, but lightsaber combat is a second, and their Force abilities is their main focus. They develop their Force powers when they become maybe it's like God tier to be how strong you are in the connection to the Force. Then number 4, when white crystals are created by purifying red crystals. No. Straight up, no, they're not. They're pulling this out of their ass. They are. But then again, I haven't looked up in legends, but I highly doubt it's for purification red lightsabers or crystals. No, it's not. Then up next is red lightsaber crystals are created by bleeding any crystal with a dark side. No. They pull this out of their asses constantly, yes. Constantly. This is nothing. They didn't even spell Dooku right. Yeah, those out there has no idea what they're talking about. Then up next, let's see here. Purple reflects a balance between both sides of the Force. I would agree with that. Then Darth Revan, Mace Windu. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last one. Yes, purple is mainly about balance. Try to balance the two extremes of both Jedi and Sith philosophy. They try to balance each other out. Yes, so. And the most notable user who go by media is Samuel L. Jackson, aka Mace Windu, on that. And then up next, let's see here. Blue. Signifying someone who is strong in the Force and in lightsaber combat. Yes, they got that right. Notable users are Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and Anakin Skywalker. They spelled Anakin wrong. So, yes, but they mainly focus on lightsaber combat. Only they could practice their Force abilities too, but it's not their primary focus. They are lightsaber combat specialists, in other words. So that one, yes, I can see this as one of the primary colors. The Jedi Order mainly has green and blue, some purple mixed in, but the Sith mainly use red and lightsaber colors. Yes. There are exceptions, like Exar Kun, he used his blue blade even as a Sith, among others. But beyond that, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and close out this list. And let's see here. Yeah, I may wrap it up a little early today, guys, because I don't have any co-hosts to talk to or any other things. And I'm getting kind of tired as well. So I'm going to close it up a little over the hour mark. So for me, I'm Sci-Fi Historian. On this channel, I cover different sci-fi franchises of lore, different characters among that. I do my sci-fi watch parties usually on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time with my co-host if he's up for it. He usually is, hopefully still. And I do my live streams on this channel usually on Sundays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I try to upload a new video on this channel towards the end of the previous week, at the beginning of next week. And I do have another channel called Ultimate Sorcerer Dan. That one I cover James anime and cartoons in general. And right now we're doing the Shield Hero animation. We're in the middle of season 3. I do the watch parties there on Fridays, 8 p.m. Pacific time, usually after Will's Walton streams at 8 o'clock Pacific time with my co-host if he's up for it. Hopefully he still is. Beyond that, everyone here that's watching, live long and prosper. May the Force be with you. And have a good day and night wherever you are. And good night, everyone.